Let's see the use of the automatic recocking drop at the level of the cervical. The interests are identical to the pelvis, but in this case, precisely, we will use a very, very light type of resistance from the table. And same thing to break down the viscosity of the ligaments supporting the neck. So my contact, I will use the heel of my wrist to go at the occipital base, and I will use my thumb and my index, usually this way, to create basically a pinch type contact around the spinous process of the segment that I want to treat. With my other hand, I will take the same contact over the other one. And in the same time, I will put a little cephalad traction with the cephalad hand. And it will be like that. And the advantage of that, we use much less pressure, it's repetitive, the viscosity of the ligament is broken down, and you have a very, very easy move at the level of the cervical. So this is a treatment of the cervical using a post-neural facilitation, which is basically we're going to ask the patient to move in one direction to stretch him in the other direction. So in the case of the neck, it's very useful when you have a retrolisthesis, and we're going to say for the purpose of the demonstration, a retrolisthesis of C5, and all the vertebrae, the block vertebrae above, are posterior in relation to the lower cervical. So we have the upper cervical and we have the lower cervical right here. So what we're going to ask this patient is basically to push against our hand, against resistance, and then to relax. And as he's relaxed, we're going to use a drop and push down that C5 posterior to anterior. So I repeat, he's going to push against my hand, then I ask him to relax, and we're going to drop it posterior anterior. All right, and for that, first we want that head to be free from encumbrance by the shoulder pressing on that headpiece. So would you mind to raise your head? And we can do that. Great little thing here, good. And second, we're going to kick that drop up, all right? And we're going to see if it's not too hard. It's a little too hard here, so relax everybody. Okay, good. Beautiful, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to kick that drop up. I'm going to pick my contact right here, select my contact, I use a plier contact, put that on C5, tidy it up a little bit, beautiful. I'm going to use secondary contact, then over the other contact, and I press slightly with my heel of my wrist here on the head, and I'm going to ask him, bring your head up against my resistance. Go ahead, relax, bring my head up against resistance, relax, again, beautiful, but I didn't want you to do that right away. Push up, relax, push up, relax, push up, relax, and we drop. That's how the treatment, very, very effective and really comfortable to the patient. Now you can also use a repetitive drop with less force, but for good PNF, post-neural facilitation, we need to have the patient active during that technique.